This is McCook's Mr. Bill. It is an honor to have you here. Well, the story of the week. Had a gentleman come through complaining, belly aching. What was his problem? He had an aunt that lived in another state, and so the family moved her here to McCook across state lines to live here, be closer to the family. She lived a year in the assisted living and then one more year in the nursing home, and she passed away. She paid all of her bills, and she did it because she had earned and saved up a whole bunch of money in her time. Starting from scratch, she had nothing, just a farm girl, they told me. At the same time, she had over $1 million. $1 million! Now that tells you something from back in the 30s when they were making 50 cents an hour. Absolutely. Yeah. So she did well and invested well, and she had a good nest egg. And when she passed away, she could transfer that over to the relatives to help them out in their lives. But what this old boy was mad about, he said that the government, state of Nebraska, since she wasn't a mother or father, just a relative, they have a different tier of taxes on that. Plus, if you're no relative, they might take as much as 50%. Well, at the same time, they took 13%, or about $130,000. The state got $30,000, and this county, Red Willow County, got $100,000 of her income. And he was so angry because he said this county did her nothing. She'd never lived here, and they accomplished nothing for her to help her in any form, fashion, or way. And he was so frustrated with it that she would be forced to give $100,000 of her estate to a county, yeah, that she was only in for 2 years. Not happy he was, for sure and for certain. Now, here come the lawyer, and he wanted $5,000, 5%. And he worked a couple of days on it. That's a pretty good wage, $5,000 for 2 days work. Yeah, pretty good paycheck. Of the 9 that got money from her, they each got almost $100,000, which is nothing to sneeze at, absolutely. And they should be grateful for that as well. But I do understand the frustration of seeing a government get the money and it just disappears, or they buy fleets of vehicles, sparkling brand new vehicles, or they build castles that they can work in with bulletproof glass, worried about us out here in southwest Nebraska. Really? Really? With that in mind, though, he was one frustrated dude, and I can't hardly blame him. Now, there are ways that that woman could have saved an awful lot of that money from the tax boy by putting it in trusts and divvying it out in increments before her death. I understand there's different ways, and I would advise everybody to look into it. As well as I know some people that buy antiques or buy different things that they can just, at their death, they can just come in and take them and forget to tell the government. Not legal, but I hear of it being done. Absolutely. Or silver and gold's pretty easy to transfer. Diamonds are so. Coins, all kinds of things that can be transferred without anybody even knowing about it. And so that the government doesn't take that big wet bite out of money that's already been taxed. The money was already taxed. It looks like if you earned it, paid taxes on it, you should be able to do anything you want, including give it away at your death. Thank you for your time.